Hey guys, welcome back to our forest paradise here in Colombia. Today's question, does my cockpit come with all of the bolts and fasteners I need to install it on my motorcycle? Maybe. So here's the situation. We're going to fully prepare and build out your cockpit, your custom cockpit, to mount to your specific motorcycle and accommodate the aftermarket accessories that you have. It's a design process that we do together. It takes maybe about an hour of your time over 3 simple steps. We're going to include the brackets that you need based on that design, based on the preferences you've expressed. We're going to drill out the bolt holes that are necessary. We're going to provide bolts and U-bolts for every situation in which those bolts are not original to your bike. What do I mean by that? So if you're mounting to a luggage rack, let's say, for example, like Jess's Tiger 900 here, there are 4 bolts in the OEM luggage rack, and those 4 bolts need to be removed. We've drilled out the necessary bolt holes in the base plates of the cockpit. She places the cockpit down, and those four bolts, or in fact, replacements for those 4 bolts, will be used to then install the cockpit. So we're not going to provide those replacements because we don't provide replacements for specific OEM bolts, original bolts to the motorcycle. We work with all the different makes and models, imperial, metric, you name it. There's different lengths, there's different threading. And so it's really going to be on the rider to replace the original bolts in the motorcycle with the same threading, but long enough to accommodate the base plates of the bike. So again, let's just take Jess's bike as an example. In that original or OEM luggage rack, those bolts are recessed a bit because that's the style that Triumph has used. And so she pulls those bolts out, and she simply needs to replace those original bolts with a version that are long enough, not only to reach out of that being recessed, of that depression, right? But then to accommodate the width of the base plate. So we are happy to provide that feedback and support to make sure that you can plan ahead, get those bolts off of a boltdepot.com or Amazon, or from your manufacturer if you want, and then you'll have the bolts you need necessary. In your build diagram, we're going to identify it very simply. When a bolt hole or a bolt is there, it's going to be in green, and that's going to be one that we'll provide. And in yellow, or a yellowish orange, that's going to be one that you'll replace because it's original to the bike. So it won't be a secret. You're going to know what to expect. You can plan ahead. And the simple answer there is anything that isn't original to the bike, like, for example, a U-bolt you see down here, we provide that. If it's a bolt that needs to be replaced that's original to your bike, that's going to be something that you'll do.